YouTube launches a $100 million fund for Shorts creators. Google Pay launches international payment facility. TikTok releases a new duet feature with green screen. All this and much more coming up in this week's edition of the Connected Church News. Welcome, I am Nachi Lazarus and this is the show that brings you the top 5 digital and social media news each week in less than 5 minutes. Let's get started. Our first big news is from Google. Last week, Google Pay team announced that they are bringing international payments, international money transfer facility to Google Pay app. Apps like Google Pay have already revolutionized the way we do financial transactions, making things so easy. Now, adding international payments only makes it better. The announcement says Google Pay users in the US will be able to send money to Google Pay users in India and Singapore, thanks to a new integration with Western Union and Wise. By the end of the year, we expect the US Google Pay users will be able to send money to people in more than 200 countries and territories through Western Union and to more than 80 countries through Wise. So it's very clear that Google is starting to look at the route of partnering with companies like Western Union and Wise to make international payments easier. I know many nonprofits, churches and ministries listening to me have international operations and you work internationally. So this is a news that you might want to have a look, pass it on to your finance team. Our next news is from Pinterest and it's a big news if you are a live streamer, because Pinterest is getting into the live streaming space. Pinterest announced last week that they are hosting a 3-day virtual event with some of the top creators on the platform. But the interesting thing is that event is going to be live streamed directly on Pinterest. So Pinterest says this would be a test of live streamed events that are coming to the platform. So if you live stream and if you use Pinterest for your ministry, then this is something that you want to have a look, register for it, because they are opening this up to their 475 million users that are there on the platform. Our next news is from YouTube. Last week, YouTube announced that they are allocating a $100 million fund for YouTube Shorts creators. This is a fund that is not just limited to YouTube partner program community, but it's basically open. And the announcement says that anyone is eligible to participate in the fund as long as they create shorts that delight the YouTube community. So as you know, YouTube has been focusing a lot on shorts simply because of the growing popularity of TikTok. And all companies are looking at ways in which they can compete with TikTok and move the users from TikTok to their own platform. And YouTube is the one that's very well positioned to do that. This announcement also carries details about some of the new features that YouTube is bringing to Shorts, which includes a remix feature that allows you to remix audios from videos across YouTube, which includes billions of videos. So you can basically take a YouTube video, audio from a YouTube video and remix it in your YouTube Shorts. Our next news is from TikTok. TikTok adds a new duet feature called green screen duets. If you are used to duets in TikTok, then you know that there are 3 options right now. One is you can do a duet with left, right or top, bottom, or you can do a react layout. Now you will find a 4th layout on TikTok called green screen, and the announcement says with green screen duet, users will be able to add another video from TikTok as the background in a new video. Very interesting. As with all duets, the creator of the duetted video is credited in the new video's caption with a link that directs to the original. Our final news for this week is an important one about the new 2021 AR Trends report released by Snapchat. Augmented reality is something that has been growing in influence for quite a few years now. But this report has a very interesting findings. First of all, it says 100 million consumers already use AR for their shopping experience. And this is not just a small sample size report. This is a report based on 15,000 people survey across 15 countries, which includes North America, Australia, Middle East and India and almost all geographies of the world. So it's quite a comprehensive report and in partnership with Deloitte Digital, and Snapchat has released some key features, and a couple of things caught my attention I wanted to bring to your notice. One is the report says by 2025, 75% of the world's population will use AR in some form. 75%. and almost all smartphone users. And the interesting thing is also how AR will influence people. 56% of the people say AR gives them confidence to buy a product, which means they are being heavily influenced by what they're doing on AR. So AR is a very silent technology, but it seems to have a big impact and influence on people because of the way it is structured. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you for joining me. If you like to dig deeper into any of the stories we talked about, or access the important AR report that we talked about for 2021, then you can visit our news page, nachilazarus.com/news. We've got all the source links and details there. Thank you. You can share it with your friends and family. I'll see you next week with another set of news items. Until then, you stay connected, stay blessed. God bless you. Bye-bye.